The White House is still feeling the sting of the collapse of the health care bill, but yesterday, Press Secretary Sean Spicer said his boss knew it stunk all along. Take a look.
He understands that in order to get to 216, we have to make sure that it does what he said it was going to do, that it achieves those goals of lowering costs and creating more options. And so we're not going to create a deal for the sake of creating a deal that ends up being not in the best interest of the American people. You've got to know when to walk away from a deal that is going to end up bad.
Know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. Are they not aware how much the president is actually on TV? Surely he could not have missed the way he was pushing congressmen and senators around. I mean, take a look. I mean, a kooky.
This is a great plan. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to do something that's great, and I'm proud to support the replacement plan released by the House of Representatives and encouraged by members of both parties. I think really that we're going to have something that's going to be much more understood and much more popular.
I'm sorry, it's right there, Sean.
Yeah, I want to scream. This has me so twisted. I want to scream out, liars, because first he supported the bill.
Right.
Then he bullied everybody, bullied the Freedom Caucus, threatened them to support the bill. They weren't having it. Thank you, Freedom Caucus, by the way. Then he blamed Democrats for it. Now he's on Twitter blaming, I have the tweet from him.
Oh, yeah, you forgot about
Paul Ryan. It's everybody's fault but his, probably because he didn't read the bill.
Oh, there it is.
Here's the tweet by him. Freedom Caucus will hurt the entire Republican agenda if they don't get on the team and fast. So, conservatives who voted for this guy and thought he was going to be your ally, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so, because the Freedom Caucus are the only people in there that are saying this is a bad bill. And you know what? I'm glad they stuck it to him, and I'm glad Steve Bannon and Donald Trump couldn't bully them into anything.
Well, another tweet that he had tweeted out was, "You were given many lies with hashtag Obamacare. Go with our plan. Call your rep and let them know you're behind hashtag AHCA." And like, I look at that and I think when we talk about the eroding trust of the administration with everything from the optics problems they have to this, I never trusted him. But for people that did, this is so sad that you're putting out there on one level, going out all over media saying, we've got to get behind this, we've got to stand together, and then saying, just kidding, we knew it was bad the whole time. Yeah. How can you trust someone that
You can't. And it's interesting because in his own autobiography, The Art of the Deal,
when was that written? They keep talking about it.
It was written a while ago, but this is his.
He didn't write it.
This is The Art of the Deal.
Contemporary of the Magna Carta.
His ghostwriter was Tony. Yeah. His ghostwriter was Tony Schwartz. But there are some really interesting nuggets in there. He coined a term called truthful hyperbole. Truthful hyperbole.
Is a
the other word for that is BS.
It means it's a lie, but who cares?
The hyperbole is souped up.
It was in the book. So it means it's a lie, but who cares? And so that sort of has been his MO in business, and it's been his MO during the campaign, and it remains
And
his
his
MO.
vocabulary, tremendous, huge, everything's enormous.
Yeah, there's a real crisis, though, right?
But his little hands.
I said it though when he was running. I said, this guy is a phony. This guy stands for nothing, and all he wants to be is the guy who made the deal. And he doesn't care what the deal looks like. He doesn't care how it impacts anybody. He's arguing. He'll be a conservative if he needs to that day to push through what he wants, so he can be a success.
Why do the Trump supporters? Why do they keep supporting him?
I don't know.
They desperately want him to. They desperately want him to be that guy.
Yeah, but
they want that guy, and you know.
So they're in denial.
I think they're hopeful that he will at some point evolve. But you know, when you live under a bubble, and somebody comes along with a pen, it's going to burst, and you're going to get wet.
Yeah. I think they also, though, desperately want solutions, and now this is the guy in power. So what do? They sit back and say, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping this helps my financial situation, my healthcare situation, because this is too. But disappointment, I promise you, conservatives they saw this tweet and got twisted like I did, because whether you didn't like the bill maybe because it was too conservative. I didn't like the bill because it wasn't conservative enough. But we're both principled, and he's not. He is not principled.
All right. Okay.
I hear you.
Oh, people.
I get twisted. I'm sorry.
She's very twisted.